Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
To rekindling the fun of old friendships.
Yeah.
Drink up.
Are you moving in with him? Did I hear a rumor?
No, it's not a rumor.
She is freaking crazy.
And we're gonna try and make it work.
I don't want to say that I'm neurotic, but, well, everything I have really is priceless. I can't think of anything worse than gearing up for this move.
This is the story of Athena, Charisse, Bobbie, and Blue.
What up, Hobart?
Four ladies with lots to look forward to in life until they married rock stars.
Yeah, of course he's not going to be faithful.
Now, you might see their story as sad,
He makes you sad. He makes you cry.
but remember, happy marriages rarely end in divorce.
I was more alone being married than I ever was before I even met him.
So breaking up can be a good thing.
We're back.
Let's do this right.
Cheers, cheers.
For me, this is definitely the end of something, but the start of something new.
And new beginnings can be fun.
There's some tissue in case you cry because you're leaving the old place. And
Yeah, right.
And some of the ex-wives are starting something new.
You're late!
Take Blue. Today, she's moving out.
I want to make it very clear that it is imperative that we bubble wrap everything.
Something she's done once before when she walked out on her ex-husband, Jerry Dixon of the band Warrant.
I took my ring, my baby, and the car. I nearly ran him over in the driveway on the way out.
Hopefully, Blue won't try to run over her new husband during this move, but you never know.
On move day, I'm like a duck. You know, on the surface of the water, I'm totally just gliding along. My makeup and my cream, I need those immediately when we get there. Underneath the water, however, I am paddling for dear life.
And knowing his wife is a ticking time bomb on move day, surely nice guy Trip will do whatever he can to keep her from going off.
Sweetie, what are you doing back in bed?
I'm tired.
Honey, the movers are here.
What?
I woke you up at 6:30. You haven't packed your office.
today's not a good day.
If you are not up in 30 seconds, I'm gonna cut you off.
All right, I'm getting up.
If Trip was my mover, he wouldn't make the final cut.
God, I'm sweating balls. It's so hot in here.
While Blue withholds favors from Trip, Bobbie's across town getting ready for her move. Like Blue, she left her ex-husband, Janie Lane, the lead singer of Warrant.
Janie, he's goofy. He was a dork.
This time, though, she's not moving out, but moving in with her boyfriend, Damon. Although you kind of have to wonder why.
Had a really tumultuous relationship for 4 years. Trust issues and addiction issues and constant chaos. I just thought I was going crazy, really.
Yeah. Moving in? Sounds like a terrible idea.
Right now, he's away at rehab, getting sober. I'm gonna take care of things while he's gone, hoping for the best.
Nope. Still sounds like a bad idea.
I do sound crazy when I tell people.
How's it coming?
I'm packing my underwear.
You're packing your underwear?
Take some if you want.
No,
I'm kidding. Jeff Pickle is a good friend of mine.
When's your actual move-out date?
I haven't told my landlord yet that I was moving, because
You have not told your landlord you're moving at all? You haven't gave him a clue?
No.
I mean, I'm not Mr. Real Estate, nor am I Mr. Lawyer. I'm just saying, like, 30 days notice is like the standard in California. How'd you rig the air conditioner?
I didn't do that. The maintenance guy did it for me. So just leave it, and I'll just tell him, and you can have my air conditioner, so he won't be mad at me for moving.
Oh, Bobbie, you're killing me right now.
Back at House of Blue, Trip saved his love life by getting out of bed, then going for coffee, leaving Blue still freaking out.
Maybe we should put it in a nice box.
Good thing Jackie's here.
How you doing, babe? Good.
Oh, how rude of me. This is Jackie, one of Blue's personal assistants. Yes, Blue the housewife has more than one assistant.
We're gonna make life easy.
This one handles just about everything for Blue.
What are you doing with an AK-47 in your trunk?
I have confiscated all guns.
It's probably good she wasn't here when Trip got up this morning.
Now he's gone to Starbucks, and then he's gonna come strolling in with a peppermint ginseng latte for me.
Hey, sweetheart.
Where
Got
have
your
you
latte.
been? An hour ago?
You're welcome, honey.
This is not enough. There is a big shopping spree involved in this. You're about 3,500 shy right now.
Yes, shopping sprees can save marriages.
Sweetheart, I'm a little concerned because there's way more stuff than I thought we were keeping.
I got rid of like half the garage.
You did?
Jackie, do we still have
I
boxes
think
of...
we do still have boxes of bags.
No, not boxes of
Well,
bags.
one box of bags.
Jackie sold me out. I'm taking these to storage. You never know when you might need
We're
them.
putting shopping bags in storage.
You just don't know when you're gonna, I don't want to part with the siren boot box.
Honey, let it go.
You know, honestly, I really don't think that you have a leg to stand on considering that you have packed 3 boxes in this garage.
I'm not complaining.
You are complaining.
I'm intervening.
You're judging. You're judging. You're judging me. You're judging me. That's what you are. You're judging me.
I want a clear answer. Are there more bags with bags? Oh my God. Seriously?
Sure, Trip's mad, but it never lasts.
Oh, girls have way too much crap, dude.
Pickle, on the other hand, isn't letting it go.
You're going into a situation, Bobbie, that you think you're gonna make work that has never worked yet.
He's been there firsthand for a couple of crazy situations, but he's also very protective. I don't know if I'm making the biggest mistake of my life right now or not.
Let me draw my honest opinion on that.
I do.
This is the girl inside of you just feeding into this fantasy of, well, he says it's gonna be different.
Huh, sounds like common sense.
Have you thought any of this through?
No, not really. Of course, it's a worry that he may relapse, because I know what it's like when he's not sober. It was not good times. It was horrible.
I really think this gonna hit the fan, dude. Like, I think this is just a bad idea.
Coming up, Blue has a visitor,
Yeah, and I saw you look up my shirt, by the way.
while Bobbie has a tantrum.
It's just a bunch of crap.
The ex-wives are in transition right now.
Okay, everyone, walking.
Bobbie and Blue got their move on,
Get up.
and in the process were moved to punch out the men in their lives.
Are you realizing how much clothes you have?
It's not even all of it.
And punching out the man in your life is a feeling Athena can relate to. For 20 years, she was with James Kotek, drummer for the Scorpions, emphasis on the was.
Divorce for me was not only a good thing, it was the only thing. I was lost.
But Athena has found a way out of her funk.
Time to start playing again.
Are you gonna start practicing more?
Yeah, that's why I'm putting them up here so I don't have any excuses. I just got sick of music for a while.
Yeah, but that's because you're in a band with Dad and...
Oh, right. I forgot that. Athena was a drummer in her ex-husband's band.
That's where it just went really, really, really all bad. What was I thinking working with him?
That's not...
That left a
can't be
major
fun.
bad funk in my mouth, that whole deal.
Can't keep procrastinating.
I know. I wish I would want to.
What's gonna make you want to?
I don't know. She just wants me back into something that makes me happy. Look at you all yelling at me.
It's like halfway done and it's driving me crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm more of a mother than my mom is to me.
While Athena procrastinates, Bobbie's rushing to finish her move
Hey!
because she's expecting her first visitor.
Brian is the publisher who signed me to the book deal.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm writing a book.
That is a surprise.
I was the party girl. It was a crazy life.
That is not a surprise.
My marriage to Janie, my relationships, Tommy, everybody. People know a lot, but they don't know everything. I had a crazy day every day.
Here's what we've done. We basically chopped the manuscript and all the content into 15 mini bites.
Okay.
I want you to read it to make sure that it is how you remember it to be.
Yeah. Is my mom gonna be horrified by this book? She's already...
Hopefully. If she's not horrified, then we left out the good stuff.
Well, it's a good thing she doesn't like to read. I want it to be authentic. I don't want it to be something that somebody else thinks will be a great sell. If it made me a literary start, that'd be great.
Well, stranger things have happened. As it turned out, Athena listened to Toby and changed her mind about practicing. But then, she remembered Blue was moving.
Have you seen my zebra table?
And really, what better way to procrastinate than to take a housewarming gift to your friend?
Blue?
Holy shnikes, what are you doing here? Oh my God, come on in.
Any hotties or what?
This is the upper deck, the living room.
Right.
The den. The love nest.
Very cool.
And
Is
then
this 2 bathrooms?
Yeah, so this is Trip's.
That does not suck.
So the pole's gonna go in here, so I can do private sessions in here.
Right.
And you know, it's by the bedroom, so get a little lap dance on and head into the love nest.
Right.
Hey guys, I want to put the couch facing towards the pool.
Yeah, and I saw you look up my shirt, by the way. This is nice.
Whee!
You're gonna love this.
Whee!
So I'm gonna love this.
Yeah, you are gonna love this. Whee!
This is awesome.
Whee!
As Blue showed off the crib, Bobbie was back at her new crib, eagerly reading the new manuscript for her book.
This is really bad.
Maybe eagerly is the wrong word.
I'm horrified. I'm devastated. It's like inconsistent. It's all over the place. It's just a bunch of crap. And it sounds like an illiterate 4-year-old. I don't even want to do this with them anymore.
And that's too bad, since she signed an ironclad contract with Brian, the publisher.
It's probably the worst contract that's ever been known to man. Hello? Sheila? Yeah? Brian just left, and I got the first, I guess, chapter of the book. I didn't get to see the whole... You got the chapter? Only the chapter. What I am seeing is really bad. I was worried. You should have gone over that contract. But my point is, it looks like I'm gonna be changing a lot. The whole freaking thing, it's awful. Is it true or is it not true? What do you say? I mean, when they asked me the questions, I did answer off the cuff or whatever it is. He's cut those pieces up and used those exact phrases.
So Bobbie is mad because they used everything she said, exactly as she said it.
I can't even believe that's what was handed to me, really. This is what you come up with for a first chapter? You really gotta watch it because people take things out of context and they don't understand it, or they might just... No, that's not even my point. If a girl talks the way you do, then you're a boy. Okay, wait, settle down. We're getting carried away. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be really careful. Okay.
Maybe calling Sheila wasn't the best idea.
You're killing me right now. You're killing me. Sheila talks a lot in every conversation, even to herself. Well, that was like pulling teeth and wanting me to shoot myself in the face. So much for that.
Coming up, calamity at Casa de Bobbie.
Oh, is it leaking?
Stopped up.
It's leaking, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's going straight through.
That's probably the cleanest part of the house.
The ex-wives are in a state of flux,
Have you seen my zebra table?
starting new things or resuming old ones.
I just don't want to do this right now.
Athena's debating whether or not to bang a drum again. Bobbie's moving in with her possibly unstable boyfriend who's away at rehab.
Do I think this is a good choice? No.
She's also read the first draft of her new ghost-written biography.
It's just a bunch of crap.
And Blue?
You're late!
For a minute, it looked like she might freak out from sheer anxiety.
Oh, thank God, I was getting worried.
But she's finally moved into her lavish new home.
This is the living room, the upper deck, the den, the tranquil backyard, the love nest.
Very cool.
And speaking of grand tours,
Anybody here need their pipes cleaned?
Bobbie invited her friend Charisse over. You remember, Charisse was married to Vince Neil of Motley Crue.
Great front man, not a good husband. Sorry.
Bobbie needed some work done around the house, so Charisse brought her favorite handyman, her boyfriend Brandon.
It very well may be that Brandon is a douchebag, but I mean, who am I to say anything about that? I've been carrying my own bag of douche around for years.
This is your boyfriend's house?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Sorry about the mess. My wardrobe fell last night.
Do you need like a drill? My boyfriend has a
longer
drill.
screws.
And long screws.
Yeah. You got those?
What's this?
Those are clean dishes from the bathtub. This is all disgusting, and I didn't sign up for this party.
Somehow, the tours here aren't quite as grand as at Blue's.
Is it leaking or?
Oh, is it leaking?
Stopped up.
It's leaking, all right. Okay.
Yeah, it's going straight through.
That's probably the cleanest part of the house.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Brandon.
Sorry. I can fix that, but I didn't bring this stuff to fix it. Next time, whatever.
Everybody says that, by the way.
Do they?
Nobody comes back.
I will
They
come
run.
back.
So the leak stays.
This is the nightmare.
Maybe Brandon can work some magic on that clothes rack.
No, don't hurt yourself.
Oh, hell.
This happens.
If you just screw that completely in the wall at this
Yeah.
point, that'll be fine. The problem is make sure my screws aren't that long.
That's what I heard, but it's no, I'm kidding.
That was mean.
Wow, the girl is on fire tonight, which is more than can be said for Brandon or his handyman skills.
Not sure if he's very handy at all.
Baby, you gotta take the hammer and just hammer the tip in, and then you.
Yeah, hammer the tip in.
I hammer the tip in all the time.
You know, just stop.
I think I'm the one who came up with the solution, how to fix the rock. He tried.
You are very ghetto fabulous.
Hey, I brought some clothes.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm so tired.
Don't you want an ice cold margarita?
I might.
Fact is, Bobbie's glad for the company. Now she's got someone to gripe to about her train wreck of a biography.
This is what he said. You're gonna be really proud.
That's what he said?
You're gonna be really proud of yourself.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for me.
Working on this for so long.
2 years.
I know.
You wanna hear it?
Yeah,
Okay.
To illustrate the difference, Bobbie reads from the original manuscript she wrote.
I had no loving relations with either of my parents, and my mother and I fought from as early as I can remember about everything and anything. All I can recall was the constant arguing, fighting, parental disappearances, and after midnight drive-bys to local bars in town.
I'm listening to Bobbie read her manuscript, which I thought was going to be just all about partying, and, you know, it's not.
Dad was still rolling at all hours, forcing himself on her, starting or followed by physical abuse, depending on her resistance. My mother and I never told one another that we loved each other until I had moved away and was 19. Her dream for me was to be famous, a model of sorts. I was to be and remain beautiful, and through these attributes would complete and validate her as a good mother.
I mean, that sounds like a horrible childhood. It made me sad. It made me tear up for her because I pictured this sweet little girl with nobody to love her.
That's very
I
catchy.
didn't know that you had to live through all that, Bobbie.
It's okay. I don't realize what an impact it has on certain people because it is my life, and I'm like, oh yeah, well that's what happened.
I think that you should write it yourself. You're talented, and so do it.
Athena figured if Blue could find happiness in a new house, maybe she could find happiness in a new drum kit.
It just kind of puts that fire under you. Hey! Ricky Rocket is not only one of my coolest friends, he's the drummer for Poison. He's building me a custom kit.
Beeve would be your kit, the one that we've been talking about. For now. This is what we're gonna base the next kit on.
I love this saying. That's my favorite saying in the world. I have it on my body.
What does that mean? What now?
It means fire in the veins in Italian. If I put this on the kick, nobody's gonna see it. You know what I mean? It'll just be across the side. Maybe just across here, like, you know, across the front. New kit, new attitude, new everything. It's the fire. Gotta have it. I'm just liking music again.
What do you mean liking music again?
I was in a band for 5 years, just a band of like butterface drunks, drama all the time. I just walked away. It's been a few months and I'm, you know, you can't stop.
Yeah, it's part of you. You're a carrier.
Oh my God, you're so awesome.
Careful with your steps, stay hydrated. If you need water, please holler.
With Blue convinced her move wouldn't be a disaster, it's time to take care of her other pet project.
So I'm opening my first studio, and we've got our first big giant banner. So there's a few touch-ups. I had Veronica send over the photo.
Yeah, I got those pictures already.
Looks like an elephant trunk. Just make it look like I'm 12.
Yeah.
20 will work too. Either way. Okay, looks better. Okay, let's take a look at the feet too. And notice right here on the foot that there's a little bit of a line. Let's take it off. All of it. That looks so much better.
It's much better.
I love it. You're a genius.
Coming up, Blue's banner is a hit.
Superstar!
But her two flops, well, they live up to the name.
Not feeling it.
No.
The ex-wives are fighting their way back to the top.
I don't know if I'm making the biggest mistake of my life right now or not.
And that means a few life changes. Some great,
Yeah, I got 2 dishwashers too.
I'm moving in.
and others not so great.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for me.
Firmly in the great category is Blue. She moved into a beautiful new home and decided to launch her new pole dance studio with a big splash.
Finally, the big day.
The big day, huh?
Tell me everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine for you.
I'm glad you brought the guys. Be careful, boys. I don't want anybody falling off. Hi! Oh my God, you guys, I'm so glad you're here.
So Blue called me today, and I don't know why.
But I had to be there at a certain time, and she told me that the other girls would be there too.
1, 2, 3. Wow!
Oh my God, dude. It's amazing.
It's a giant me on Laurel Canyon.
It's so typically Blue.
Superstar! Oh my God, is that my husband? Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Gonna miss this?
Oh. Turn around.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
What do you think?
It looks fantastic.
You have a hot wife, man.
Yeah.
Hi. What do you think about your wife being on Laurel Canyon in her underpants?
I think it's all good.
Naturally, Tripp loved it, but then Tripp loves everything about Blue, which is why he brought champagne to celebrate and bought a new house to drink it in.
Come on in. So Athena's been here, but Therese and Bobbie, you haven't?
No, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Wow.
So I can't wait to show you the house. Over here we have the dining room, the living room, the kitchen, which is spectacular. I can't wait for you guys to see that. It's the unveiling. Get ready. Get ready.
I see pink polka dot.
Yes, pink polka dot.
Oh my gosh.
Right there.
Fabulous. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe it.
So to Bobbie, Blue's closet is evidence of a perversely organized mind. But to Blue, it means something else entirely.
Of the four of us, I'm the most together. There are people that are going to really like the way I do things and people that are going to be driven absolutely nuts by it.
What's this? Those are shoe flops.
Tube flops. Come on.
You guys, don't laugh.
Okay.
Not gonna allow it.
Yeah, that's a no.
It's a leg warmer sock flip-flop.
Not feeling it.
No.
I think they don't see his vision because they can't see the practicality in it.
Yes.
Why are you so personally attached to the flops?
She thought the two flops were gonna take off.
That's what it is.
She needed to be told, so I feel like I was saving her from actually going out of the house and having people laugh behind her back. You know, I was doing her a service as a friend.
So I'm gonna make a toast to the launch of Body by Blue, pole dancing extraordinaire, and the most beautiful woman in the world.
Oh, that's very sweet. Blue thinks that we should follow her lead. Like she's a perfect example of how we should live our lives or what we should be doing.
At this age, to look like this is something.
Thought I was gonna whip her ass. It's gonna come to a head if it continues.
It means the world to me that you guys are all here. Thank you so much.
Blue to the rescue.
It's a good idea, you know, to get him somebody to talk to that's not you.
Cool, thanks for the advice, but ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I'm not really fond of long-distance relationships.
Well, I'm the one that has to do the driving.
Like, we don't have a sister yet. We don't have dinner all in the same room.
For him to really go, we're not a real family, that sucks. It really does.